Hello and welcome. I'm the Chris who plays games, and tonight we're going to be playing some Binding of Isaac. We're going to be playing some Binding of Isaac playing as the Lost. The Lost is a very interesting... that's the experimental treatment. The experimental treatment gives you a random shuffle of your stats, and, well, all stats up and shuffle. So the problem is that could mean that my speed becomes shitty, my damage becomes shitty, or whatever else like that. I don't know what this Wheel of Fortune does. Oh, I don't need that. Gives me a fortune machine. And so what I'd really like to do is find a coin or two, or 3 or 4. I guess you probably usually need like 4 coins to activate the machine, or bomb, so that I could actually try and get a different item, because I don't really want to use the experimental treatment. The question is, like, if I... oh god. If I don't, do I go back and grab it or not? I cannot decide, so I'm gonna just hold off on deciding and hope for a bomb. It's the only room I'm gonna have to get it in, and it's not looking good so far. I mean, not that I can tell what the items are going to be based on what's in here or anything else like that. It's all random, but... no, of course, no bombs. Oh! Alright, I'm taking it. No risk, no reward, right? Alright, damage up, luck up. I'm slower and my shots move slower, but that's a fine trade. So I don't understand why... I think this has happened to me before, is like getting the D4, starting with the D4 on the Lost feels like cruel, because I think D4 is a reroll your character item, and rerolling the Lost is bad because it has Holy Shield and you lose your Holy Shield. So that heart does nothing for me because I'm the Lost. Alright, and my speed is up and my size is down. So yeah, I don't think that there's any reason that I want to take the D4. And yeah, so experimental treatment, good. D4 in this run I think would be bad. I can't imagine why you would want to take that. Oh fuck, well, I am the Lost, so that's fine. So yeah, the thing that's special about the Lost, for those who are unfamiliar with Isaac, is that the Lost has no hearts, cannot gain hearts, has no life whatsoever. Starts out being able to fly, starts out with other... I forgot that I could fly. Starts out with a bunch of other things, but he starts out with no hearts. He can't get any. So what does that mean? How do you stay alive? Well, so one thing he has is the Holy Shield. So you can see I've got this kind of white glow underneath my feet. The white glow underneath my feet is because of the Holy Shield. When I take damage in a room, it will go away, as I just did there. Oh god. Yeah, so if I take damage, well, I was actually unhelpful, because every time I was taking damage, I was walking out of the room. So if I walk into... well, I'll wait until there's one left and then demo it. Right, so if I walk into this guy, my little white shield thing disappears, but as soon as I go into another room, it will recharge. So basically you can take one free hit in any room, but as the Lost, you can never take any more than that one hit, period. So for someone like me, this is bad, because I am not good at this game, and I do not have the ability to typically survive by only taking that few hits. So hopefully we'll be able to get through here. Get some jumpy monster. Oh, sorry for the loudness. That is someone subscribed to me. Well, that's cool. I forget that sometimes people do that at the end of my live streams. So I'm actually doing this after my normal live stream time, because I didn't get a chance to do it earlier in the day because I was trying to set up get it set up to record my puzzle. Alright, so the other nice thing about the Lost is that since he does not have hearts, he can take anything. What is this? Oh, temporary demon form. Okay, so we're gonna take the void and hope that we can. So I think there we go. So yes, the void consumes pedestal items in the room and turns them into stats. So because I was only taking the void from that room and I couldn't walk out with either of the others, I consumed both of those other items and gave myself a nice little damage boost. Although it seems like my damage boost is not... My damage like 6.2 in that room, so I'm not sure why it went back down, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, you can take all Devil Deal items for free, which is nice. Everyone loves free Devil Deal items, but he also... But that's kind of it. Everything else, well, that's not true. He can also fly. Flying is very useful. Okay, so my miner's hat is going to let me see through walls, and so you can see there that I have on my map labeled the secret room. I think that's coming from my miner's hat, which I don't remember grabbing. Actually, I don't remember grabbing the red thing. I don't... Oh, shit. I forgot that assuming a space item activates it. It wasn't giving me stat boosts. Alright, so the void is very useful. It gives you stat boosts unless the items that you're consuming are space items, in which case what it does is just trigger them, and every time you use the void it will trigger them again. What it means is that I triggered my D4 reroll, the thing that I explicitly said you would not want to do as the Lost. So that was stupid of me, and I'm not happy with that. So what I am going to do is try this again as a practice run and see if we do a little bit better. We are going to go ahead and grab the experimental treatment right away. And then try this again. I will still keep the void because that was the item that I wanted to keep, but I will remember that consuming space items is pointless and not do it. So the reason that my damage went up and then back down was because I did not actually consume the item, but instead used the item. So I used the temporary demon form item as well as rerolling my character. So I did get some damage up because I rerolled my character, but the rerolling of the character was completely unrelated to... it was not completely unrelated, but it was not the thing that I had realized that I had done. So, foolish me. Mistakes were made. Things happen. We'll try it again, see if we can work out a little bit better this time. Duke of Flies trying to spit flies at me, and I just keep killing his flies. He doesn't ever send them at me. There we go. Alright. Speed up again. I have already forgotten the layout of this level. That is how... I'm just kind of out of it. So earlier this evening I put together a jigsaw puzzle, which is cool. I like doing it, but you know, it's 4.5 hours, so took a lot of thinking and brain power. Finally finished it off. The nice thing about just kind of standing on top of these rocks is the guys can't shoot me, of course. Nice benefit of flying. I'm now Bomber Boy, whatever that means. And we're off to the races. So there is a... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. No, so there's a tinted rock here. Maybe it'll give me a key. More bombs. So I got my bomb back. So the soul hearts would usually be something I'd be very excited about because soul hearts are awesome, but as the Lost, they are completely useless to you, and that is a lot of what you get out of the tinted rocks. So, but I did get my bomb back and an extra bomb, so it wasn't worth it. But, So I think there's still the question of whether the temporary demon form item is worth taking over the void, because I don't actually know what most items are, so I really never know when to do something useful with them, but I can at least know what an HP up looks like. HP ups are obviously something that I don't need as the Lost, and so taking the void so that I can at least do that. Wow, why are you so fast? Faster and faster. Alright. Like that. Yeah, so this is, if I use my void now, it will do bad things for me. I'm going to pick up the nail just so that it's in my inventory. I don't know if there's any transforms that depend on the nail, but if there was, now I've got it. And we've got the void. So if there's any items that pop up in item rooms that I know are very crappy, very unlikely, but it's possible. There's a few that I would say, no, I'm not going to take this. Then I can go ahead and void them and pick up some stats instead. Woo! Alright. So yeah, I'd already taken one hit in that room, so taking another would have been bad news bears. Right, I can just stand here. Uber. I mean, obviously I should do a little bit more aggressive than that, but... Yeah, so it was really nice when I had that kind of, you know, turn your enemy shot. Unfortunately, it meant I gave up my holy shield, which I did not mean to do. Ugh, die, little wormlings. So yeah, Charm Shots is obviously not the most useful item in the game because it doesn't do a lot for you on bosses and other things like that. But it's when you get a room with these kind of like mini bosses in them and you can successfully charm them to attack each other, it can certainly save you a lot of time. Alright, I don't know what the bag lunch is, but I'll just take it and you go. Type of room that the Lost makes quite simple. A whole bunch of spikes that you're designed to avoid in order to hit a button or on a timer or whatever else like that are easy because he has flying. Flying is easy. Yeah, I don't care about this. Oh, right. That doesn't actually do anything useful. I was like, I'll void it! And again, space item. Don't need to void space items. It'll do no stat boost. I award you no points and may God have mercy on your soul, as they might say. Oy. I guess it's not really like... Oftentimes I would go scrounging for a... or an item, like, or something. It'd go into the item room and scrounge for a soul heart, even with my small amount of money, but into the shop rather. But one, I'd be using my last key, which seems maybe not the right thing to do. And two, a soul heart would do me no good, and neither would any other heart, so I'll save my key. Going in here is a little bit of a cheat because I only knew about it because of the previous run where I got the miner's hat with my D4, but oh wow. did not think that that was a good pickup. Like, it's an item. I like items. Items are good. Pretty sure that I hate this. My inability to hit things is definitely increased heavily when my shot speed is very low. And although it seems like this does have a higher damage attack, it's just such a low shot speed that it's really hard for me. Well, I gotta get used to coming into challenge rooms sometime. So that's a thing that I still have not added to my Isaac repertoire, is coming into the challenge rooms a whole lot. I tend to avoid them because, you know, they're challenging and I'm not good at challenge. Full health, useless. Go ahead and grab that recharge. And hope that this item is really good on bosses. Oh gosh. Little birdie wants to kill me. Damn it. Alright, well, that's 2 tries on that daily. I think that that's as far as I'm gonna go. Seems Cowdizzle died on level 7. Brad made it all the way to the end. And that is our Isaac run for the evening. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.